Welcome back to OTM and welcome to day 9 of the 30-day self-love Pilates challenge. Today's practice, we are going to be on your feet for most of the class. So if you don't have a mat, don't worry, I got you. And when you are ready, meeting me in the middle of your mat or just standing up. Bringing the feet about hip distance apart and bring the hands down by your side. Allow the shoulders to soften and then start to shift your weight from heel to toe. So you might lift the heels and then lower the heels as you start to become familiar with the bottom of your feet. I know it might sound weird, but they're your foundation point to help you stand really tall, and everything starts from the bottom up. So let's just go for 3, last 2. On 1, lower the heels, really ground down to all 4 corners. Maybe closing down the eyes and take a full breath in and full breath out. Start to lift the arms overhead. If it feels comfortable, keep the feet where they are. You might want to bring them a little bit closer. Full breath in. Exhale, lift right leg to the chest and then lower. Exhale, lift left leg to the chest and lower. So really starting to shift the weight side to side. There is nothing that says wake up like standing abs, in my opinion. They are super effective, but they also require a lot of stability. So take your time here. Exhale, lift and back as you start to shift side to side. Can you start to add the elbow in and back? Now you might be thinking, Sheridan, I look weird. Guess what? I look weird with you, and that's okay. Who cares? If it makes you feel good, that's all that matters. Let's go 3, 2, on 1, come back to center. Bring your left hand down onto the hip. Take a full breath in and then exhale just your right elbow, right knee, and then lengthen, tap the toe down. Pull it in, lengthen, tap the toe. Grounding down into your left foot more, and maybe soft bend through the knee can help create a little bit more stability. Let's go 5. Keep drawing the belly button in. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Can you hold little pulses as the knee and elbow come into center for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring the right hand down. Sorry, plant. Bring the left hand to sky. Full breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, tap the toe, lift the heel. Come in and then tap. Now you might have one side a little bit stronger than the other. You might wobble or shake on the other side. So just notice how the two feel and move accordingly. Let's go 5, 4, 3. We are pulsing into, holding up on 1, little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out, roll the shoulders, and just turn to face one side of your mat. Left foot's going to be forward, right foot's going to be back, lifting the right heel. Bring the hands to the hips for now and start to bend the knees, finding your lunge. Press back up. Bend the knees, find your lunge. Press back up. Start to add the arms overhead and back. Arms overhead and back. Really pressing into the front foot. I'm going to mention the feet a lot today because, as I mentioned, they're your best friends. They're going to make your legs really strong. So let's go 5, 4, 3, staying low in 2, stay low on 1, bring the hands overhead, little pulses as both your knees are bent. So your right knee is anchoring down, your left knee is pointing towards a space in front of you. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, straighten the legs, lower the hands. Take a moment before we start to add on. Now this time we're going to start to bend the knees and then lift the right knee. Step it back, lunge, lift the right knee. Now hands come to the hips is where you can stay as a little base just to find your balance. And of course, if this is something that just doesn't feel good today, because remember every day is different, come back to the lunges we were doing before. Let's go 5. This is 4. Last 3. 2. On 1, lift the right knee and hold. From here, hands to heart center or keep them at your hip. Start to flex the right foot. Can you slide the heel behind you? Hold, pull it in towards the chest, lift. So you're hinging forward as you extend the right heel. Press it away, pull it into the chest, standing up tall. Now option, if you're like, Sheridan, this is way too hard. I've got you. Extend, tap the toe, pull it into the chest, tap again. Do what you can. I need all my concentration for this shape. I know it's challenging. I know I may be pushing our friendship, but remember I love you. I back you and do what you can. Let's just do 2 more here. Last one. Pull it into the chest to finish, and then lower the right foot next to the left. Inhale, lengthen the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. As you take a little forward fold, just shake through the head. Knees are really bent, belly sloppy. And slowly start to walk or roll yourself back up. We are going straight into the other side. So right foot's going to be forward, left foot is going to be back. Hands to the hips for now, just by your side. Start to bend the knees, press back up. Bend the knees, press back up. Now for those of you playing along at home, I did break my right foot 6 weeks ago. So if I take modifications, that's why. But you don't even need an excuse. Sometimes you just might like it. Bring the arms up and back. Come down and back. And really make this shape flowy. For 5, we are staying low. In 4, in 3, press down into the right heel for 2, stay low on 1, hands come up, little pulses. Now if you want the hands to the hips, bring them to the hips. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, straighten the legs, lower the arms, and then bring the hands to the hips. We're gonna find your lunge and then press into the right heel to lift the left leg. Remember, you can always tap in between and lunge. Otherwise, press into the right heel, lift, pull it back slowly, and lunge. Now, it doesn't even matter how high you lift your left leg. For instance, you just might like to lift it to here and back. You might like to tap and back. It's called a practice for a reason, because you can always come back to it. You can improve. Let's go 5. We are holding it up in 4. Let's go 3, 2, on 1, holding it all the way up. As much as you can, flex the foot. Hands come to heart center. From here, flex the left foot, so we're driving through the heel. Start to bend the right leg, extend it long. And then draw the belly button in to lift the left knee. Drive the heel back, extend the leg long as much as you can, and back. I know what you're thinking, Sheridan. This is a tricky shape. And it is. So your options are to come back, tap, tap at the top, and then lift. Tap, 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 and lift. Now all of a sudden, it becomes less intimidating. Otherwise, flow with your breath, see how it feels. And remember that every day is really different. Every body is really different. Let's just go for 5. Stay with me in whatever shape you're doing. Embrace any shakes. 4. Pressing the palms together also helps. 3. Last 2. On 1. Bring it all the way back. Lower the left foot. Take a shake, arms overhead. And then just bring the hands to heart center as you stand really tall for your breath out. Releasing the hands down by your side. Bring the feet just outside of hip distance. Bring the arms forward as you squat. And then release the hands down by your side as you stand tall. I'm going to stand in the middle of the mat for you. Coming down, squat. Press through the heels to rise. Now as you start to lift, can you extend the heels up and then lower the heels, squat. Lift the heels, lower the heels. Come on up, lift the heels, and back. Five more. 4, 3, 2. Stay low on 1. Bring the hands to heart center, reach them forward. Hands to heart center, reach them forward. Keep pressing into the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, hands to heart center, extend the legs long and take a deep breath out. Turning to face the front. We have one last little bit. Hands coming to a little genie shape. Now shift your weight all the way into your left leg. Point your right toe, lift the heel. Take a full breath in. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back. Now we've done a similar shape before. This time we're just adding more rotation. So really visualize your oblique muscles twisting side to side. Your side muscles, the waist. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, come back to center. Lower the right heel. We go straight to the other side. So lift the left heel, shift your weight to the right leg. Exhale, twist, back to center. Exhale, twist, back to center. This also starts to build a bit of your heart rate up. So if you are here for a sweat, you're welcome. 5 more. 4, 3, 2 more to finish. On 1, release the hands, release the legs. Start to turn the toes out nice and wide and just start to bend the knees. I know it's not super attractive, but can you shift from side to side here? And start to drop your left shoulder down, eye gaze to the right. And then right shoulder down, eye gaze to the left. One more each side. Left shoulder down, eye gaze to the right. Right shoulder down, left eye gaze. Come back to center, straighten the legs, turn the toes to face in, and just take a little forward fold as you anchor the head down, connecting the hands or the palms to the earth. You might take a little rock or a sway, maybe bending through one knee at a time. Inviting a really conscious breath back. Coming back to your mat, back to the body, back to your internal space. Straighten the legs, let the head be really floppy. Start to heel and toe the feet under the hips. Lift the fingertips off the mat and roll through the body. Head, neck and shoulders arriving at the top. Let it go with the breath out. And just let this feeling absorb. Whatever you're feeling, let it in. I'm so proud of you for getting this far. And I will see you tomorrow for day 10. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.